Before we get the video going, I just want to let you know that right now, starting on the 12th and through the end of the year, I have a special sale going on exclusively on Smashword. Yeah, that's right, sale. How much is the sale? About 50% off. Yeah, so there you go. And the sale is on my books, the Glitch series that you can see right over there. Yeah. So if you want to read some scintillating stories from me, yeah, just go over to the Smashword website, look up Smashword sale, and enjoy yourself. And just to make sure you find my books, I'll leave links down below in the description. Okay? Right. Now let's get on with the video.
Freeze!
I'm not moving an inch.
Robert Caulfield?
Yeah, who the hell are you?
Federal agents. We have a warrant to search your apartment.
You have a warrant? What for?
Just don't move.
I promise, just tell me what this is all about.
Hey, come here, look at this. Could you come with me, please, Mr. Caulfield? Mr. Caulfield, I'm sorry. However, you're under arrest.
Hello again. Essay here. Now, anyone who's ever had to go to the inside of a hospital and as a patient probably had to deal with health insurance. Blue Cross, Blue Shield, whoever. And of course, if you've been paying attention to current events, you probably heard about that incident where the guy who was head of UnitedHealth got himself shot on damn street corner in downtown New York. Well, if you were paying attention to the news reports, the scumbag that did it, he pretty much made a clean getaway, almost like Richard Kimball. And you say, Richard Kimball? Who the hell is that? Yeah, well, if you're my age, you probably remember the old TV show The Fugitive with David Jansen. And of course, in that case, in that TV show, pretty good show too. In fact, you may have seen the Harrison Ford movie version that came out in the 90s, which I'm not going to get into. But yeah, but the original TV show, he was running around from pillar to post looking for the mysterious one-armed man that allegedly killed his wife. A murder that Richard Kimball, got accused of. And he somehow managed to escape police custody, and he was looking for this one-armed man. And eventually, after, I think it's like 3 seasons of the show, he finally caught up to the one-armed man and caught him. Well, guess what? The Clayton Morris at the Redacted. Well, he's got a little video for you about that murder case that happened recently. Okay, are you ready? Here we go.
The New York Police Department has released this name of a suspect they have in the killing of the UnitedHealth CEO, Brian Thompson. He is 26-year-old Luigi Mangione. He's a former University of Pennsylvania computer science student and a person of interest in the fatal shooting. Are you surprised that he seems to be, by early reports, a far left-wing activist who posts anti-capitalist and climate change messages? That is
not shocking.
No, that's
also,
Bolshevik. That's what we have. But again, we've encouraged this. We want a Maoist society where we take matters into our own hands.
But to be fair, he's also posted things in favor of Peter Thiel and things like that. So I mean, we'll have to sift through all of this. But if he's posting like stuff that he loves the Unabomber,
right,
and he loves like climate change agenda. And he had all sorts of writings and readings about like the healthcare industry and things like that. I'm not surprised.
Okay. And again, these are early reports. He's been a suspect for hours. So this narrative very well could change. But this is what we know right now, is that he was apprehended at a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania, after an employee recognized him and said he was acting suspicious. He then alerted police, and police grabbed him. At the time of his arrest, he was found in possession of a 9mm ghost gun with a silencer, multiple fake IDs, a manifesto critical of the healthcare industry. So they believe that this is then the same gun that was used in the murder after Thompson was found shot outside a New York Midtown Manhattan hotel where he was attending an investors conference. The masked assailant fled the scene on a bicycle, and investigators believe that he, Mangione, harbored anti-capitalist sentiments and held a personal grudge against the medical community due to the treatment of a sick relatives. Internet sleuths have found this from his X profile, which currently is still up. Here you can see all kinds of the things that he posted. Surprising that this has not been taken down yet. But again, the sort of anti-communist rhetoric has an effect on people. We will see. Go ahead.
Notice here too, the people that are following him. They're Barry Weiss. There were people, and I don't know how soon or how quickly they started following him, or if they were following him for a while. But people so you have like journalist Barry Weiss and others who were following him, and he has like 34,000 or 31,000 followers. So like, okay, interesting, right? Interesting that some of these people were already following him, or maybe they started following him this morning. Who knows exactly, but I thought that was curious.
Yeah, we're posting Jonathan Haidt, the free speech author. And so, okay, we'll see. And again, he did quote the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski. He did have no prior criminal record, as far as we know, and authorities are coordinating with Pennsylvania officials to extradite him to face potential murder charges. Also, there is some reporting on Fox News today that he's related to a congressional representative in, I believe, either Maryland. I'm not quite sure. So we're going to see as this unfolds, this story. I think that also, this is not me talking. This is the algorithm talking. I think that he will be a popular story throughout the next couple of months. One, because it's an anti-capitalist story of revenge that is reminiscent of Gotham City, right? Also, he's handsome. And so that's what people are saying online. We will see him more because he's young and handsome. Again, this is not me saying this. This is the algorithm. Many Instagrams
you've seen
about this.
Yeah, I mean, and you've seen, of course, the left-wing support of this guy. There was protests where people were wearing like defend the three word saying that was apparently found on the shell casings.
Oh, defend, deny, something like that.
So they protest, people dressing up this weekend as the shooter, wearing similar clothing, putting on the mask
in New York City, right.
Promoting this type of behavior. So yeah, anyway, we got more news to get to here in this. We're going to talk about.
Okay, you saw Clayton Morris's report. And all I can say is that, whoop-de-doo, who are you? Now, there was a lot of scuttlebutt on the computer about who this guy was. The killer. Some thought he was a professional, assassin, like John Wick. and some people thought it was personal. Someone who probably had insurance with UnitedHealth and got turned down. And I'm thinking, yeah, that could drive some people crazy, especially if you got like chronic pain. I mean, man, I've read stories about stuff like that, real bad stories. But as you saw in Clayton Morris's video, apparently this clown, the killer, was neither a professional hitman, nor does he appear to have been a patient, or I should say a holder of the United Health insurance. And at this point you say, so who the hell is this guy? Well, if you saw in Clayton's video, he was some recent grad from Penn University, some computer science guy. And you say, wait, what? Yeah, that's what I said too. And I'm thinking, who is this guy? And of course, at this point, you're saying, oh, his name is Luigi. Yeah, I know, so what? Doesn't mean he works for the mob, okay? I mean, if he did, he wouldn't have been caught carrying the damn murder weapon, which is like super stupid. I mean, didn't this guy ever watch Law and Order? Or at the very least, Law and Order SVU? I mean, you just committed a homicide, and you're walking around with the murder weapon in your pocket? Really, dude? Or as Snoop would say, little nigga. I mean, what's the matter with you? I mean, if the guy had more than one working brain cell, now of course you're saying right now, oh, but he's a computer science major. Yeah, that means that, as my mom once said about old George W., yeah, he needed 4 years just to get shit for brains. I mean, if the guy wasn't thinking, he just took that damn, it was a ghost gun. They said he got out of a 3D printer. Yeah, it sounds like that damn old Clint Eastwood movie. What was that? I think it was called Line of Fire. It was an old film from the 90s where Eastwood was up against some assassin who was trying to kill the President of the United States. And supposedly John Malkovich was playing the assassin. And he had this specialized plastic gun that was custom made just for the purpose. But yeah, this Luigi guy, they said that he had a 3D printed gun. And I'm thinking, yeah, a lot has changed since the 90s. In other words, you don't have to go to some gunsmith to have a custom-made plastic gun made for you. You can just do it yourself. All you need is one of them 3D printer machines. But anyway, the fact that the guy hung on to the damn gun, I mean, nope. Guy ain't thinking. And then, of course, if you saw in Clayton's video, it was almost like the guy wanted to get caught because they found a manifesto on his person where he supposedly praised the Unabomber. And I'm thinking, wait, what? Yeah. Even though this guy, as from what I could tell, I don't think this guy was even around when the Unabomber got caught. Yeah, I think the Unabomber got caught back in the 90s. And yeah, this guy, he's barely out of university, so I think he was like, in his early 20s? So yeah, this guy wasn't even around when the Unabomber got caught. I remember the Unabomber. That guy, he was floating around for many years. And of course, if you remember the Unabomber case, that guy was a kook. Yeah, I know he had a couple of degrees from university, and he didn't know how to make package bombs. But when it came to his political philosophy, yeah, the guy was, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So there you go. But the fact that this kid And yeah, I know he's in his 20s, but say, compared to my age, I'm calling him a kid, okay? So sue me. The fact that he, wakes up one day and say he wants to kill the the CEO of a major insurance conglomerate, it makes you wonder what's going on here. Now, of course, some of you probably saying, "Oh, there's been some scuttlebutt on the computer claiming that he was a former insurance holder." Well, those stories are unconfirmed. They're unconfirmed. So then you say, "Well, what's his deal?" Yeah, precisely. Now, of course, the police, they got a hold of this guy now, thanks to some quick-thinking people at, I think at the McDonald's in Pennsylvania, who recognized this clown without his stupid hoodie and face diaper, but still. But the fact that this guy, it seemed, like I said, it seemed like he wanted to get caught. He's walking around with the murder weapon. He's got some damn manifesto on his person, trying to give some kind of upstand to basically justify his actions. And then, of course, there's a question about how did he know that the executive was going to be at that location at that time? And I'm thinking, yeah, that's something to look at. But still, it seemed as though this guy wanted to get caught. It's very weird. And personally, I don't have any answers. I really don't. It's a mystery. Indeed, reminds me of that movie with Patterson, the Batman. Because if you saw that film, actually it's a pretty decent Batman film. It's not on the same level as Christopher Nolan films, but whatever. There's a great scene in the film where the Riddler, or who we eventually find out is a Riddler, he's been doing a lot of mayhem all over Gotham City, and somehow Batman, or I think it may have been Commissioner Gordon, that's right, Gordon, I think he was still a police captain in the storyline, but anyway, he somehow discovers that the killer that been running around the city was at this diner. And then when the police bust in the door, he basically just raises his hands and gives up and doesn't make a fuss. And that was because he wanted to get caught. And I'm sitting here wondering, this guy Luigi, is he basically doing a riff on the Riddler? I don't know. But now that the PD has him in custody, I guess when they start interrogating him, I guess we will find out exactly, what's his deal is, or as Sergeant Hartman famously said, what is his major malfunction? Yep. Because we have not gotten to the bottom of this murder case. Indeed, we're still in the first chapter. Well, what's going to happen in chapter 2, we're going to find out pretty soon. No joke. Well, that's all I got to say about this damn murder case and this damn computer science guy who, to use a law enforcement term, doesn't fit the profile. Okay? Yep. This guy definitely doesn't fit the profile at all. Well, that's all I gotta say on that potential tar baby. And that's my opinion.